Okay, what is up everyone, my name is Target1, and today we are back with an OU Live. This is a team I stole from a guy named XRay. He was playing tournaments and I liked his team. There's one downfall to it, it straight up loses to Weavile. But as long as we don't encounter Weavile, we are good. Lately I've been using Drakion a bit more, which the SD Life Orb variant is just a lot better than any other variant ever. But what this team is, this is like the perfect balance thingy because you have 3 defensive mons, they're just staple defensive mons, and then you have 3 staple offensive mons being Surf Lando, Life Orb Latios with HP Fire, and then we have Life Orb Drakion, which my opponent is bringing as well. But Drakion can put in a lot of work as long as we get rid of the thingy. The Alakazam, there we go. Rotom looks kind of threatening. I just feel like I have no answers to Kieran Black either. I'm just gonna leave with Tangrowth, as hopefully he doesn't leave with. Okay, there we go. A couple of things I can do. I kind of want to like knock, but that will give him an attack boost. So I feel like playing it safe. Turn 1, I'm just gonna go for this. Is probably like banded. Yeah, that was. I guess that's banded damage. I mean, I can calc that, but I already got rid of it, so it's no longer really that important. It goes in Alakazam, obviously, and I do think he wants to hit me up with Focus Blast, and I do think this guy is actually Mega Zam, because that would make so much more sense, as he goes for Psy Shock. That doesn't do as much. So I want to get up rocks, but I'm just gonna fire off an Earth Power. So he misses his Focus Blast. It's really good for us. What we can do now is actually pull a switch into Landorus and then just U-turn on out. I mean, the Focus Blast may stain a bit, but okay, he actually misses again, which means that he just straight up leaves. But I do think that would have taken him out. Sorry for this this kind of shit on your screen. I'm just trying to open a calculator. Which I haven't opened yet, but Landorus, and then we go with a Choice Scarf variant, and then we go with Mega Alakazam. U-turn is almost the Oko. I mean, if you're Adamant Scarf, then you just then you don't have speed anymore. Oh well, enough blabbering on my end. We're just gonna add another game, and we're just gonna see how well we do from there. I do think you can hear a lot of stuff in the background, but there's not much I can do about that. Volcanion, if it's specs, it's gonna hurt a lot, and Clefable's just an annoying piece of shit. I do think that Landorus can put in a lot of work this game though, because it outspeeds this can do a lot of damage to this, it can actually probably kill this with Stone Edge. I have Stone Edge and then Mega Metagross, which is just great. Kind of looking at maybe it's defensive Landorus, but it could also be Assault Vest Extra Drill, which would pair up really well with Fable. So I'm just gonna leave Tangrowth because Tangrowth is awesome, and he's gonna just try and get up his rocks, I think. So I mean, he's gonna knock off our Assault Vest. It's fine. I can just hit it up with an HP Ice, and that's just gonna do an awful lot of damage. I don't think he wants to let this die. So I'm just going to knock off right here on the incoming whatever, and that turns out to be the Volcanion, and now he's no longer choice spec. So I do think, don't quote me on this one, that Slowbro may actually be a switch in. There we go, because otherwise I would have done 45%, and with a burn it was a 2-hit KO, but now it's not, and that's just beautiful. What we can do right now is just fire off a T-Wave actually, as he goes into Fable. I mean, could have been worse. Kind of want to go in a Heat. I mean, this could very well also be defensive Extra Drill, but I'm kind of thinking like Scarf and maybe with the how do I kill this thing though? Like, that's stupid. What I should do probably on this team is like give Heat Run, Taunt over Toxic, but I can't find a team. If you can't tell, I have an awful lot of teams. What is this team called? That would help a lot. Well, we'll just do it next time. But just gonna go to Heatron because that's kind of my switch to this thing. I mean, it's not much else you can do. He might be Rocks Clefable as well. I just don't know. I'm just gonna get up my rocks right here. So it goes out into Volcanion. And what we can do is just go back to a Flover right here because this thing is kind of a check right now. I mean, if he gets a burn, it would be annoying, but it's kind of fine. I'm just gonna go for Stealth Rocks, for Side Shock right here, and it turns out to be a well, the standard set really. So I'm just gonna go back in Heatron. Now you notice that I'm kind of a defensive build, but he's a T-Wave one. I mean, it could be T-Wave Rocks, but I assume it's not. He goes into Landorus. If we get off this Lava Bloom, that would be lovely, but don't want to be salty about that, but of course we don't get that off. I think it's super obvious. But he goes for an Earthquake. That may actually be a choke on our opponent's behalf, but I'm just going to knock off right here. He knocked off turn 1. I mean, that thing is gone, but I'm just going to knock off again on the Volcanion. Maybe it would have been better to Earthquake, but I mean, I didn't want to predict that. Maybe I should have just clicked Leaf Storm because that would have done okay damage, but he feared knockoff again, so that's why he probably didn't go into Torn. But I'm just gonna go Slower again because that's the way we check this thing. Good thing he didn't get burnt. What we can do right now is just fire off Side Shock. I mean, he's gonna go for another Steam Eruption, that's fine. And this thing is actually in range of rocks right now, so that's really good. Hopefully you can't hear. Yeah, my laptop is so loud all the time. Should really get a pop filter for that. But we got rid of that thing. And now there's an Excadrill. Now there's an Excadrill on the loose, which is kind of scary. I mean, I have a Tangrowth. I don't fear you. I just don't fear you. Okay, that's interesting. I'm just going to knock again. I mean, he can spin whatever he likes, but now he's not getting it back any health anymore, and now he can just fire off a Leaf Storm. Okay, there we go. He goes into Landorus, which I kind of think now is Scarf, but it just didn't do that much against my Tangrowth. It goes in Torn. It's fine. I can just go out. I kind of feel like it's gonna come down to Landorus hitting a Stone Edge on this thing. That would be lovely. I'm just gonna Lava Plume because that feels like the better play. Hopefully we can get a burn on this thing. That would be lovely, but unfortunately we don't. What we can do now is just go for the Stealth Rocks. So next time we are in range, but now I'm just gonna click Toxic and hopefully we can land this. Hopefully we don't get paralyzed. We don't. So this is looking slightly more promising, but that's actually a risky move. You should have definitely gone for something else. Couple different plays we can make, I think. Latios is a play. Latios is definitely a play. I mean, I have Tangrowth for Metagross, so I'm not too worried. But what I can do right here is just click Side Shock because that's probably the better play against Fable, which I do think is coming in right now. That does do decent damage. I kind of just want to bank on the paralysis because I don't know how to kill Fable otherwise. But he goes for a Moonblast, which I mean could be a choke. Yeah, I don't want to go into Terrakion because then I have to land the Stone Edge. I'm just gonna go onto my Tangrowth and just real hard hit him with the Leaf Storm, and that Clefable is gone. I really wanted that Clefable gone. That Clefable is a problem. Now in comes Excadrill, which somewhat understandable. I can pull a really aggressive switch into Terrakion right now and just straight up get a kill with double close combat because I'm predicting a rapid spin. There we go. So we're just gonna get a kill right here, and he chooses to sack off his Excadrill. It's fine. kind of want to keep slow. No, Slowbro is actually my weakest link right now. Feels weird to say that, but it legitimately is. So I'm just gonna sack it. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I sack here, whether that's going to be. So what it comes down to is whether or not I can land my my Stone Edge or not. So that's weird. But there we go. He hits the Hurricane on us, and what we have to do right now is go into Landorus. He knows by now that we are Choice Scarf, I think. But I'm just gonna go for Stone Edge. It goes into Metagross. It's fine because now I can go out into my Tangrowth. And now we have to this is probably gonna come down to a 50-50 with the Metagross. Oh damn, he just wrecked me like that. Don't necessarily like that. But I'm just going to knock. That's kind of the only play I had. And now I have to go into Landorus, and I think I want to Stone Edge because I've been playing it relatively safe all game long. And I do think he wants to switch out right now, as he doesn't switch. That's just unfortunate. So we're gonna lose our first battle. That's kind of painful, but we're just gonna look for the next one, and the next one is against another Volcanion team as well. This is standard Volcanion meta. I don't like this Pokemon at all. More than likely going to lead with Landorus again, so I'm just going to lead off with the Tangrowth. This might be Scarf Landorus and then like Rocks Heatran, but it also might be Offensive Balloon Heatran, so we have to scout for that, but it's going to be great. Keldeo checks, I have like 3. AV Tangrowth, I have the Slowbro, and I do have Latios, so that in that regard we should be good. And they have an offensive check being Landorus. Landorus can actually do a lot against his team as long as we get rid of his own. He leads off with McJagger. I'm just gonna fire off the Leaf Storm right here as he goes to David Bowie, which doesn't reveal leftovers. That's odd. That's kind of scary. I kind of want Earthquake, but I don't want this because this thing can put in a lot of work. Especially against Keldeo, but no, you know what? we're just gonna do it. We're just going to do it, and we're just gonna click Earthquake, and we're gonna win, and we're gonna kill a Heatran. That's nice. That's just nice because AV Tangrowth is a beast. So we got rid of the Heatran, which wasn't really that big of a problem for my team anyway, but now I'm just gonna go out into Heatran on the presumably Draco Meteor. No, it's not. And what we can do right now is I want to scout for the Earthquake by pulling a switch in a Landorus because he's not going to Draco right now anyway. But he goes for another Psyshock. That actually hurts a lot. What we can do right now is just U-turn. I didn't expect that to happen because why would you do that on a Heatran? But apparently that is a thing. So hopefully he stays in, predicting me to be like bulky, but obviously from that damage you can tell it's not bulky at all. What are we gonna go into? Probably Tangrowth because that thing just puts in a shift against his team, and I'm just gonna launch off an HPAs. Maybe he's gonna go into Krugerбane, probably gonna go into Scissor, maybe even Volcanion. But we know how much Slowbro can take. 30% if he's not. Unfortunately, he was probably shitting his pants when he saw that, but we're just gonna go on a Heatran right now because that's a decent-ish check to Scissor as long as it's not Speedy Superpower, which is a good set, which is a really good set. I like that set, but it doesn't do all that much. I'm just gonna get rid of the Skype and put it on the other screen, so but he goes to Robert Plan, and that doesn't sound like a plan to me. Because I kind of feel like going to Slowbro right now, and he goes for Steam Eruption. That, in fact, is Choice Specs damage. But what we can do right now is just fire off a T-Wave, because nothing on this team likes taking that. Alright, he goes for another one, don't get the burn, there we go, okay, that's good. And now the only switching we really have is Latios, and I really would have liked Latios to be a bit more healthy. Oh, there we go, so the game's helping us out a bit. So what I can do right now is just fire up a side shot of my own and then reveal HP. I really wanted to HP fire there, but I'm just gonna HP fire right now, and that just straight up takes it out. So that's really nice. That's really good, and we've seen that. Yeah, that reveals that his is a bit going to do a bit better, but he throws a Draco Meteor at our phase, and what that means is that Time Growth is the safest of switch-ins right now as he goes into Volcanion. It's a good check against Landras, but I still have Slowbro on my own Landras, and Latios can't lock himself in the EQ. I'm just gonna Leaf Storm because that will do a lot. I mean, that did do a lot. Okay, so Steam Eruption, it's fine. I mean, I'm kind of assuming Latios, but I mean, on the other side, because why would you save something that's paralyzing at 18%? Anything on the team can basically kill that thing right now. Maybe Freddie Mercury wants to come in. I'm not sure, but I kind of have to weaken this Keldeo a bit more. Keldeo is becoming really threatening right now, and that's just weird. So we're just gonna knock off this Kurt Cobain, and we'll see from there. But hopefully it's not a Calm Mind variant. Okay, there we go. So we get off a bit of damage, it's fine. And now we can go on our Heatran and actually fire off a Toxic. Don't be Earthquake. That would be really bad. I can't go Landras because if he knocks off, that'll kill. But he goes for U-turn. Well, I mean, I want to keep my Scarf on my Landras because I want to be able to outspeed the Latios and the Keldeo, of course. So that's what we're doing. Goes down to Latios. That's kind of fine. I just want to T-Wave. No, wait, we've already seen that Heatran is a good check for this, so we're just gonna go straight into Heatran. Heatran numbs that shit. I mean, eats that for breakfast. Probably feels like switching out. Maybe I could apply pressure with some late game rocks, but I do think that Lava Plume is a better play. So he goes down to this guy, and that's just fine. I mean, I can go to Lottie right here. And if he doesn't Icy Wind, I mean, even if he Icy Winds, then I can just double back in Heatran because I can tell when it's Specs damage, and this is not Specs damage. But what we can do right now is just click Draco Meteor and pick up a kill, providing it connects. And of course it connects because Latios is a boss. And there we go. So now the only reason I want Latios, well, I mean, 23% does kind of look like Scarf damage to me. So I'm just gonna click Draco Meteor right here. Wait, if Keldeo is Scarf, I may be fucked. So that means that I have to keep Slowbro. So I'm just gonna sack the Latios right here, go into Slowbro, and go double into Heatran. Because I need to. And just fire off an Earth Power on the Latios. So what we're just gonna do, I'm just gonna go out into Slowbro, and then double into Heatran on the Draco Meteor. I'm kind of predicting because he wants to kill the Slowbro and it's in range right now, and I really need Slowbro healthy to take on this Keldeo, because otherwise I have nothing. So that's why we're pulling his weird ass double. But he goes for Draco Meteor. Unfortunately, that doesn't connect, but it's kind of fine. I'm just firing off a Toxic right here, and now my Slowbro is at full, or almost at full, and he just completely shits on this Keldeo. So good thing I didn't fodder Slowbro right here, because I do think this is Scarf Keldeo. I don't like Scarf Keldeo. Its spec set is so much better, but he goes for an HP Electric. It's fine. I mean, I have a ground type, so you cannot switch up your moves, because I really think you're Scarf. And there's the Latios right there. So what we can do right here is just click U-turn because that's going to hurt this thing a lot. Now we can just go out into Heatran. Gonna get up rocks, and that's the end of Latios. So Latios is dead. This is the last move he can lock himself into. I can just go in a Slover right here, or even better play would probably be staying in. But he goes for a Hydro Pump. That's fine. That's Scarf Hydro Pump damage, and this is good game. So finally, completely got the better of our opponent, but I did get a lot of decay. So I'm not even 1500s right now, so it doesn't really count because my opponents are using Swallow. That's just kind of silly, but I really feel like leading with Latios because Latios kills everything, really. Of course he leads with Lucario, but that's kind of fine. I'm gonna go into Slowbro. Hopefully he's not Hyper Voice. Hopefully you're not Hyper Voice. Oh fuck. That does do a lot. That does do a lot of damage. I'm really very weak apparently. What can we do about that? I mean, I can go Heatran. Then I have to scout for the Earthquake by pulling a double into Landorus. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Your team is really grounded. Your team is really grounded. Kind of predicting switch and Swallow. But I don't care about Swallow. No, that's fine. I'm just gonna go into Heatran right here on the Swallow. So there we go. And now he turns out to be this kind of variant, and I can Earth Power on the incoming Tentacruel because Tentacruel is the only logical switch there is right now that he can make at this point in time. No, I guess it goes into Kingdra. That works too because obviously that's a good play on his behalf. But now I'm just gonna go under my Tangrowth. Hopefully he doesn't Ice Beam. Okay, oh boy, this is bad, isn't it? This is pretty bad. I need this thing. I need this thing for Garchomp. I have Slowbro, that's fine. I'm just gonna click Leaf Storm right here. That's a crit. Well, obviously, because all these things crit. I'm gonna go Heatran. And then, like, put a double in a Lottie on the Hydro Pump or Scald, and then just kill it with Psyshock. Sounds safe in my head. I'm not that sure. I'm not sure how that works. So I just played a league game and I've lost due to hacks, but now this guy is asking all my spreads, so that's kind of why I'm typing. You can hear me type, you can see me type, but I'm not actually putting something in the chat because it's on the other screen. Isn't that just lovely? But what we're doing, I really need to stop doing this with my face. But this guy's taking his time. Great, 40 points. No, you know what? I really like this game. It's really good. But it has its flaws because we haven't faced a Weavile yet. But if you want to see me struggle, then you should really see me play Weavile. I'm just gonna double in a Latios because he's gonna Hydro Pump right now, and that's fine. I mean that does hurt a lot, but I can just Psyshock and kill you. Altario's in range of Psyshock. Tentacruel just doesn't like taking those at all. The only thing that can really take a hit right now is Metagross, because I'm assuming that his Garchomp is his Rock Setter. So it's probably Tank Chomp. So he has to go. Yeah, he had to go into this thing. He just has to. What that means is I can just go in a slow run and just fire off a oh, Rock Polish, really? That's weird. But I can just stun her away for now. Oh, of course, it's not even it's not even Mega, of course, because Altaria is Mega. I knew that. I'm paying attention, I swear, it just didn't look like it. Oh, he said it speed test. but I mean, it's fine because we're gonna win this. Regardless of what happens, we're going to win this. He meteor matches and he probably wants to try and get an attack raise. I don't even have to switch. It's not necessary. Well, no, I mean, I don't have to slack off. I can just spam Scald as he goes into his Mega Altaria. Get a burn. What do we do? Do I Side Shock? Do I T-Wave? I kind of feel like Thunder Waving, to be fair. I'm just gonna T-Wave. Okay, wow. That's close. That's really close. But we're just gonna Side Shock right now. I mean, Scald at 15%, so Side Shock should really take it out from there. Sometimes I wish I was Ice Beam, sometimes the Side Shock is fine. I mean, because otherwise I check Keldeo, but then I don't again, because then Sub-CM Keldeo just bones me. I'm gonna go to Tangrowth, because that's the switch in for this guy. It legitimately is. Garchomp cannot touch this thing. Dragon Claw. Ha! Oh, that hurts. That is a lot more than I anticipated for. I'm just gonna go into Heatran right now on his Dragon Claw, and then he's going to probably Earthquake. So what I can do is just hop into my Landorus. No, that's a bad play because he's gonna Earthquake him. Yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm not sure why I did that. I just need some damage off this thing, don't I? What wins? Looks like Terrakion can win if I get a bit of damage off in this thing. There we go. That's more than a bit. Landorus, you did great. You did lovely. Feel like HP firing, but it's not necessary. It's legitimately not necessary. I mean, we all know that he's gonna go out in his Metagross, but that's fine. Wow, he can't even take that. I thought it would take that because Metagross is usually. But yeah, Spadef alright. Spadef, it's all right. Heatran, I really want Heatran to beat a decent amount of HP. So we're just gonna go in Slowbro. We're just gonna hop into that thing as he U-turns. That's alright. Because he really wanted to catch that Heatran and switch in. But he's gonna go into Garchomp right now. That works as well. Kind of wasted that Landorus is gone right now, but that's cool because as soon as this thing gets a kill, I mean, yeah, Garchomp is going to kill my Slowbro, and Latios comes back in and just kills something with Draco Meteor with Psyshock. I mean, if he goes out into Tentacruel, that's fine. Tentacruel did absolutely nothing this game, like legitimately nothing. Probably my best bet is clicking Draco again because maybe he wanted to go back into his Garchomp. So yeah, that's always an option, but what do we do? I don't want to lose to this thing. It sounds so weird. But I'm just gonna go into Heatran right here as he U-turns, and now he goes into Garchomp, probably EQs. My best bet, he's definitely not clicking Dragon Claw here. It's either gonna go oh my god. That was a good play. That was a good play on my opponent's part. What I figured is that he'd either Rocks to kill my Latios on my switch into the Tangrowth, or that he'd click Earthquake just to kill the thing that was right in front of him, because that would do damage to everything. So he wasn't going to click Dragon Claw at all, but then he clicked Dragon Claw. I mean, that's fine. I can just HP Ice right here. That's going to kill the Garchomp. And Tank Chomp didn't. Well, Tank Chomp actually did show to be a problem. Maybe he was SD Chomp as well, but I'm not sure. About life, really. When he goes for Sop, that does do a lot. I mean, I figured he'd break it right there, but we can just Lava Plume him right here. I don't think this is a 2-hit KO. Oh my lord, Swallow. Why is the thing a threat? I mean, yeah, it speeds the world, that's true, but We're just gonna grab one more, and that's where we're going to start wrapping things up. So, oh, of course we face a Weavile. This is terrible. I'm just gonna leave with Tangrowth because I figured he probably leads with the Wash Face, and then I can knock off the Ferrothorn. No, he leads with Weavile. Okay, I'm just gonna leave Sword. I don't care. Please don't flinch me with the hit. Oh, you didn't kill it. Why do you suck? Like, legitimately, why do you suck? I'm gonna go into Dragon right here because I can bluff like a Scarf or something. It goes in a Ferrothorn. That's good for me. That's good for me. We are well in business. No, that's maybe not as good as I would have liked. Oh my lord, that almost kills. Yeah, you're gonna die, aren't you? Yeah, I was afraid of that one, but Weavile being weakened, him not having hazard removal, that's just huge. That legitimately is huge. Because as soon as I get out my rocks right now, we get rid of Weavile. So it's actually not that bad that I sacked Dragon because this thing is gone. I don't care about your rocks. Your Weavile is dead, and I like that. Now we can just Lava Plume on the Wash Face. That's fine. He's not leftovers, and he took actually decent damage from that. I can either Tangrowth, but that doesn't have his knockoff. Its item anymore. That got knocked off. So another thing I can do is Latios, or I could predict the Volt Switch and go in the Landorus, but that's just ballsy as fuck. No one should ever do that. What I'm gonna do? No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna go in the Latios because it's a better play. He goes for Trick, so he gives me a Choice Scarf. That's actually fine because I can go Draco Meteor right now. Destroy something. I still have to figure out whether his whether his Altaria is physical or special. But, Draco, would Draco kill? Rotom, yeah, probably because this thing is offensive, right? Double Choice Scarf. Let's say it's this side, and then we go with Latios. Oh, yeah, Choice Scarf and Draco Meteor does. Does anyone else see miscount? So he's a Choice Scarf variant without being like, fat. So I'm just gonna go and Bro. That doesn't do as much. So, well, what we can do is fire off Scald on the incoming person because that was painfully obvious, and hopefully we can kill it. No, we don't. You don't have Protect, and I'm gonna kill you with this next Scald. Please. There we go. Let's go, Slowbro. You're hanging in there. Now we just go down as oh, Raikou actually. That works. Could have been worse, could have been better. All sorts of things. But this is a shiny one, so it probably is ORAS Sphere, doesn't it? Wow, that was a lot. Another thing I can do is just switch in Landorus. Because I'm kind of predicting an ORAS Sphere. No, he goes for Volt Switch, that works too. Because now I can U-turn on your Wash Face, and that kind of means that we win because Scarf Earthquake is going to hurt a lot. I'm gonna go into Tangrowth because, I mean, why not? I have two Scarfers right now, which is actually better because his team outspeeds my team, so the fact that he gave my Latios a Scarf is actually just good for me. You can't see my hands, I'm pointing, so this is me. I have problems. Just gonna HP Ice right here. I mean, yeah, of course. Yeah. You just HP Fire in my eyes. That's fine. Scarf Superior? Why would you do that? That's just a waste of a good mod. There we go. Oh. Huh? It's HP Ice. It's HP Ice Superior. That's just weird. because grass kind of gets it alright. It's not great, but gets it alright. Raikou is actually really strong. I didn't know it could do that, but maybe if you could snag a bird right here, then we wrap things up even faster. But maybe this is King DDD. No, it's not. There we go. Superior is probably in range from, yeah, especially after rocks, then it's definitely in range. So Landers just cleans right now, and this should be a good game because we keep clicking Earthquake until everything dies, and then we just win. The moment he lost the game was turn 1, and then after he let me get up rocks, so that was just great. That was just really good. It wasn't a Raikou. We've seen the life orb on this thing. That's fine, so we can Earthquake again because we're faster since we're Scarf. Now this thing is going to come in. So that's going to wrap it up for today. This is like a 36-minute video, and I really enjoyed making this one. I really like this team, and we even conquered our greatest nemesis being Weavile. Next time I'm going to record with a somewhat different team. Let me check. So XRay. But next time we're gonna record with the Jamba God Squad, and we're just gonna see how we do with that one. So stay tuned for next time. I will see you guys in the next episode.